Good evening, guys. Sorry, just running a little late. Give me 1 second. Start the live. How is everybody doing this evening? Okay, just 1 second. Somebody just let me know if I'm audible. We're going to be starting the painting in just 2-3 minutes, guys. We're going to be doing this watercolor painting. I put it up in my story and I've already done the sketch, so I'll be putting that in just 2 minutes. I'll just show you all the sketch. Hello, good to see you. We'll just wait for guys to join in and then we'll begin. Yeah, if you all have still not made anything, this is the sketch that we are doing today. This is the painting that we're going to be doing today. So if you all want, you all can start making the sketch by that time, and then we'll be doing the coloring. Okay, so the entire effect is going to come with the colors. Good evening. Hello everybody. Alright, so I'll just keep it on the tripod. Just give me 1 second so you all can start drawing it, and then by that time people will come in, so then we can start the coloring. Okay, because this is going to take some time and this coloring is going to be a little detailed, so I've drawn, that's why I've made the drawing today priorly, because we want to get the effect of the glass and everything today. Hello everybody, good to see you all. So what you all can do till that time is just get your drawing ready. Alright, I'm just putting it on the tripod. Let me know once it's visible. 1 second, guys. Alright, can somebody just tell me if this is okay? Is the sketch clear enough? Hi guys, can somebody just give me a thumbs up that you can see the sketch? Alright, that's good. So 1 more minute, guys, we'll just wait for everybody. In case you want to draw, you can draw it right now. Even if a little rough drawing is okay. Let me just clear out other things till then. Okay, so this is the painting that we're going to be doing today, guys. Okay, I've slightly made it simpler than the one which is there here, because we won't finish it in an hour otherwise. It's more of a workshop kind of a painting, but it's an approximate drawing. If I need to modify it here, I'll do it at the same time. Okay, so are we all good? Is the video and all clear? Should I start the painting? Alright, so that's the thumbs up. So the first thing, guys, we're going to be doing is actually we're going to work on the glass. Okay, because that's the lightest area and that we really want to get perfectly done beforehand. So if you see the glass, basically what we do is we try and get the transparency of the background into the glass. Okay, so take a yellow, a light yellow, and start applying it a very watery kind of a color into the glass area and take it out. Okay, let it continue outwards. The same color, let it continue outwards. Okay, so you'll saw how I've already marked this. What I'm doing is I took a very watery yellow and I extended it outwards. This is very important that whatever color you use, you slightly take it outside at the same time. Okay, so just 1 second. Keep a little watery because we want the background to look very light. Okay, so I've done a glass pane of the light bulb just recently. It's actually very similar that way, and a lot of people like that, so I thought let's do another one with the effect of glass. Okay, you also same thing I've continued in the side and just extending a little on the outward. So here I'm making the background more or less first. Okay, it's a bit blurry, just give me 1 second. One second, I'll just check the internet once. Okay, now it's okay. Alright, so now it's good. Okay, so what you all can do is take a little yellow, even a little chrome is okay, but since this painting has major yellow, so just take that yellow inside. Okay, even around the lamp just take a little bit and pull it out. It goes on the leaves, it's fine because anyway the leaves are going to be green. Okay, you all can add any shade you want to. You don't need to stick to this particular shade. Like I'm taking a little more darker yellow here because I just want to. So I'll also modify a little bit from the original sketch. Okay. But finish the background effectively first before you start giving the details to the lamp. Okay, there's much more background you can do, but I'll just stick to the limited areas. Okay, I'm not covering the entire page. Alright, now let's take a little lighter green. Okay, so with this yellow, just mix a little green, very light green, keep it very watery and add it in some areas. Let me just check if any comments are coming. Can you put it a little up? The comments are blocking it. Okay. Is this fine? I cannot take it more up than this actually. I stuck the paper. Is this better? Alright. Okay, so same thing, I'm just taking a little greens now and blending it out. So this I can actually even paint the leaf a little bit with it, it's fine. Okay, so a little green here, in some areas, especially in the leaves, around the leaves you can add a little green, a little gamboge also, and take a little bit inside the glass. Okay, you see how little, and I keep it very light. When I take it inside the glass, I keep it very light. Okay, but don't make this area, because the blue and the purple need to come in to give the glass effect. Okay, so don't make it excessively green here. Okay, so you all saw. All okay so far? And now we start the inner part of the glass. You will have an option of adding more background colors like reds and blue like the ones they have, or you keep it in these shades and you include the color only here. Whatever you do is fine. Now I'm taking a little cobalt blue. Okay, a little bit of cobalt blue. Okay, again making it really watery. Okay, so the glass area has to be like really watery. Put the color and actually blend it out. You saw how watery it is? Take this in the areas which you've not filled, because then we will be putting the reds and the purple. You see how I'm just slightly highlighting the borders. Okay, so this slight highlight before we started coloring, okay, is going to give the effect of glass. Now a little bit of crimson. Again very light. Okay, now this is the bulb area. So what you do is you just slightly extend the color into it. Then take a little blue on the top area and leave some space. Okay, see to that you leave space in there so that it looks like there is a glass. Okay, so while this is drying, what we can do is just put one coat in all the leaves and then we start the lamp actually. Okay, so what I'm doing is just one sap green coat I'm putting. You can keep modifying the greens, like you can take different greens also, but as a base color I'm just adding the sap green and different amount of water. So that way some will be lighter, some will be darker. I come live every Monday and Thursday 9:30 or 9 o'clock, depends on how much time I have. Currently we're not doing the workshops because I'm also occupied with something and my cousin's also occupied with something. But we're doing the lives for sure. Okay, you all can check out my IGTV. We've done a lot of lives, a lot of paintings, so you guys can check those out. Okay, so I'm just adding a little color in the leaves by the time. Thank you. Is it already looking pretty? Okay, so like I said, I've slightly simplified it from the original because in the live we have limited time. That's why I've even drawn the image today. So the main effect is going to come when I actually color the lamp which is still missing. Thank you so much. Thank you guys, thank you so much. That really means a lot. So different shades of green. Right now I'm just using one color. You all are free to use as many colors as you like. Okay, I just told you, Prerna, say come live every Monday and Thursday evenings. Okay, 9 or 9:30. So this Thursday my cousin's coming online. I think she's trying to do a centangle. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just coloring all the leaves first, and then we start the base coat of the lamp. Okay, are we all good so far? Anybody has any questions they want to ask? All clear? Alright. So what I'm going to do is now take a little bit of Prussian blue. You can also take cobalt blue, whatever you have, and give a base coat to the lamp. Okay, so this is a lighter shade. Okay, you can actually use a purple also. And the right part of it, I'm just adding water for now. So it's a little, I've taken a little black also, making it more grayish kind of an effect. Okay, so right now just the left side keep it darker, the right side use more water. Okay, you can use purples also now, or we'll be doing it in the next layer. Okay, so because I've already used the white, so you can start getting the lighter shade on the left, on the right, and the darker shade on the left. Thank you. Okay, so I'm doing the base coat first before we actually start giving the shades. Okay, so fill the areas as per the original illustration which is there. You can just have a look on my story. I'll just show it to you. So just we're following the basic lines right now. Again, I've not gone into the highlights and details yet, and I've simplified the painting. Okay, Okay, I'm just finishing the first base coat. We are not giving in details right now. Shadows and everything will come in the next coat. Like I said, you can take a little black also to give it a little muddy effect. Alright, so all okay with the base. Anybody has any questions? I'm just finishing the stems until then. So you can just take brown and make these lines. Okay. So the original painting has a lot of detailing, guys. This is a sort of simplified version. We're not making the stems and we're not making all the branches and everything. We're just trying to get an illustration. That painting is entirely in watercolor. This is an ink and watercolor. So once we finish the stems, I'll start with the actual shading and everything. Okay. So now I need to add these lines here because the leaves are lying in the air. So I'll do that also. Okay, wherever you want to add more lines you can, and then you can just with the pen make those lines if you are doing a ink and water illustration. Okay, any questions so far? Are we all good? So I'll be starting in 2 minutes, guys. I'll be starting the second layering, and then we start getting depth in the picture. Okay, right now it's very it's like a very flat image. The 3D effect is not there. So now we start developing that. Okay, all good. So let me now start. I'm taking a little purple also now for the shades. A little crimson also you can take. Yes, right now I have it's paper called Artist Pro series, which allows mixed media, but ideally if you're doing a watercolor you need watercolor paper. But for small illustrations this paper works really well, so I do want on that. Okay, so start giving this effect with the purple and slightly with the wet paper. Now you need to follow the pattern. Okay, so wherever it is underneath you will highlight it more. as if you're showing the light. Okay, that's what you want to show now. You can start seeing that this side is looking definitely darker, and it's starting to get a. You can try on bond paper. I don't know how it will turn out though, because it doesn't. It becomes crumpled. It can't take too much water, so I don't know how it will survive. You need paper that can absorb a little water. Okay, so I'm taking purple as the shadow. And using the water to just blend it out. Okay, now this I'll keep lighter here. The moment I keep it lighter, it looks like there is light getting reflected there. Okay, and this is the top of the lamp, so it's going to be very convex, so make your strokes also horizontal. And make it dark. So you saw just in the top area also now there's so much more depth than what we initially had. Now same thing just below this and make it darker, so it will look like there is a convexity there. Okay, now does it look like there's some rounding to the painting, to the lamp? Thank you so much. Okay, you need to give the right shadows so that it gives you the effect that it is round. Hi Harsh. Okay, so I'm just highlighting a little bit more. So you also, this is the portion we've finished. Now we start doing in this area. Then we start finishing the painting. Yes, now the lamp is turning out exactly. Hello. Alright, so now the sides. Okay, so on the side always make the lamp area very dark, okay, because it gives a distinct area that this is the border of the lamp. And whatever is towards you, closer to you, okay, what you'll do is you'll give a shadow on that area, and the area where the light is, you'll keep it lighter. So in this case the light is on the right side of the paint. Okay. This has to be sufficiently dark so that it looks like the metal, like the border of the lamp. So again, making it dark on this side. Now I'll show you how to get the glass effect. Okay. Now what we do is with the blue. Okay. Now we do this with the blue. You start going in areas in a spherical kind of a dimension. So as if there is convexity. So you need to follow that design. So this is very light blue. Did you see this light field that came in? Okay, now the back side also you need to decide accordingly where all you need the shadow. So here in the lower half I'm keeping a good enough shadow. So with the blue only. And a little bit of blue here. Re-highlighting the bulb a little bit more. Thank you so much. I hope the painting is looking good though. The music's not mine, the painting is. Okay, now this side we make really dark. And this side very lightly we just add a little highlight. Again, you can use purple since we've used purple in the top also. And slightly take it down. So you saw the effect is coming quite well now. I need to finish the leaves and draw these lines. You finished? That's good. Okay, so I'm just drawing these lines here. Wherever you feel you want to add more leaves, more branches, please feel free to do so. Again, this is an illustration. We are not going for accuracy, okay? How has it turned out, Anjali? Okay, so now you can add some more details in the leaves if you want to, or you can keep them as they are. Whatever you want to do is fine. You can add little blue also in some of the leaves to make them look darker, like this. Some of the leaves keep them darker, some of the leaves keep them light, okay? So a little variety always looks good in such paintings. That's great. So any questions, guys? I am using Faber-Castell watercolors. So I'll show you all a little in the background if you all want to see the effect of putting a little reds and blues also. Like I'm just taking a little red here. It just breaks the continuity, so in case you want to, then do it. If you don't want to, you can just leave it. But if you're using the red, I'd suggest you use the blue as well. I'll show you why. Now let me show you a little bit of the blue. So a light blue against the crimson always adds to the contrast and it dulls off the brightness of the painting. So depends on what you want to get the result, you can use either. Like if it's too yellow for you, you can make the outer areas a little purple crimson as well. So yeah, that is pretty much the painting. And if you all guys have any questions, anything you want to ask, I hope you all enjoyed. and it's quite colorful and lively. Any questions, guys? Are we good to go? Alright. Thank you, Reshpreet. So this is the final painting that we have done for today. Yes, always it looks good on a wooden frame. Which sketchbook are you using, Anjali? So I hope you guys had fun. Thanks, Didi. And do tell your friends again. I'll put up the IGTV right now. And I will see you all maybe on Thursday. I don't know, but if I'm not there, Shraddha's going to be taking over. So let's see. Alright, guys, have a good night. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you. Yes, brushstroke sketchbooks are really good. Alright. Bye bye.